Good morning, students. Today we'll be continuing our second chapter, Organization of Data. Last class we saw till collection of data. So, how the data have been collected? There are two methods. One is primary data and secondary data. Today we'll be seeing a detailed explanation on primary data. So first, meaning of primary data. Data which are collected for the first time. What it is? The information which you are collecting for first time and directly from the field. What we are going to do? We are going to collect the information directly from one person to another, or where it is there, from there we are extracting the data directly by the investigators is called primary data. What it is, where all our field work, okay, our employees are going and collecting the data directly in the environment, okay, that is the raw data. They are original in nature. The data is also called the first hand data. So primary data where we are collecting, it is called as first hand data, because no one has been collected the data. We will be the first person to collect the information and do the research. The data are the raw material of inquiry. So what it is? It is the basic raw material. How raw material are converted into finished goods in business, like that the primary data is your raw material. For example, if an individual or an office collects the data to study the particular problem directly from the field, so the data where we will be collecting directly from the field work, okay. For example, now, okay, your COVID-19, okay, here we will be doing random tests. You may hear some people are doing random tests. For that, the data what is collected is primary data, where they go directly and take the data. So basically the primary data are collected by four methods, okay. The second image, what is it? First one is observation, where the field workers go do observation and they collect the data. Next is interview method, where we take interview from face to face, from one person to another person or with a group of people. All those things, interview method is it. Third one is questionnaire method, where questions have been distributed and we will be collecting the test, okay. Questionnaire test they will be giving, and questionnaire I will tell you how to prepare questionnaire in upcoming classes. Then databases is how your this one, what is that, your customer case, okay, from bank they call, okay, or any educational institute they call. Our data have been circulated for others, okay, for the related, so they call and get the inquiries. So primary data means where it is a raw material in the environment, natural environment, okay, and it is collected by directly from the people in field work, and it is the first time collection, and it is first and data. Remember these words, okay. It is first time collected, directly collected, it is original nature, it is first and data, and it is an raw material for any research. For any research, it is an raw material. So next we will see what are the types of primary data. So methods of collection of primary data. First one is direct personal observation. What it is? Direct personal observation. The investigator extracts the required information by personal observation of the unit. See here I have given the image where they are observing each other and they are collecting the information. The investigator must be a keen observer, okay, he should be a good observer. He cross examines the information. In this method the enumerator may collect based information. However, the method is adopted in the following cases. So there are some following 4 points how the method have been adopted, where greater accuracy is needed, okay, where I need to collect the information, where I get raw materials more, okay, where accuracy is needed, where the field of inquiry is not large, okay, I should take a primary data collection of primary data where I'm not taking large number, okay, I'm taking some quantity, okay, minimum quantity, where I can collect my right information, where confidential data are to be collected, okay, where my data what I'm collecting they need not share from one person to another person, it should be very confidential, where sufficient time is available. So for my primary data collections I need more time, okay, because first, that is a first and data which I am collecting, that one I need to collect in such a way where I can do my research beyond, okay, where my research will be true beyond, okay, for my researches, because first time when I'm collecting my data, if it is false, I may get all my data in leading somewhere else, okay, in a false way. So primary data, while collecting primary data, each and every step what we are keeping will be important. So personal observation, by observing person only we should know what is their attitude, what they are thinking, okay, why we are talking directly to them. So the examiner who is doing personal observation, he should cross examine means, if for example if you go to a doctor for examining, okay, if you have some stomach pain or head pain, they examine where you have exactly your pain, okay, they ask n number of questions, because then only they can give you proper medicine. Same thing, a examiner should cross question the observer, okay, from whom we are collecting the information, they need to ask cross questions more, then we need to collect the data. So merits, true and reliable data can be collected, so it should be true and reliable means where it is on the nature. In this method degree of accuracy can be high. So what can be accuracy means what we are collecting information, it may be high, grasping up. Then uniformity and homogeneity can be maintained. So uniformity and homogeneity means where I be asking same thing, repeating questions for with everyone for collecting the data, so it is in uniformity and homogeneous, one home set data I am been collecting. Then second point, demerits we'll see, where the area is large, this method is not suitable. Why it is not suitable? Because it is direct observation, I need to sit with the person individually and collect the data. With a mask of 20 people I cannot collect the data, because 20 people will be having 20 ideas and expressions, okay, I can't examine 20 people personally. So for large people it is not suitable. This method is expensive and time consumption. Yeah, I need to sit with each and everyone, okay, I need lot of time and patience, okay, where my expenses will be more, where I can do one day work I need to take 5 days work. Next, an untrained investigator will not bring good result. So who don't know anything about field work, or who don't know what research we are doing, but they go for collecting the data, I may not get the true information what I need. Your second method is direct or oral interview. See here I have direct interview and oral interview. Direct interview is where we sit for face to face and we take interviews. For example, is your job interviews, all your direct interviews. Oral interview is your telephonic interview, as I have been given two types of primary data collection here. One is direct personal interview and other one is telephonic interview. your call center people and all use this telephonic interview, that is your oral interview, for collecting the data. So direct and oral interview, in this format it's not ready to give information. The method of direct oral interview can be followed under this method. The investigator approaches the witness or other parties who are in touch with the informative person, who are supported to have knowledge about the problem under investigation or integrated at the desired information is collected. Okay, see here direct interview means I need to select a person. I cannot go everywhere and take the research. I need to select the person who knows the information what I required, okay, where they have basic knowledge, okay, on what data I need to collect. Such a person I need to select first. After selecting those persons, I need to go directly with them, sit with them and have collect the data, okay, where I'll be giving questionnaires or I'll be asking questions, and I will take the information what I need. With that person who is a high, from whom I have been collected the information, I may ask him, can I get some more contact who know information of this topic, what data I need. So my investigation goes like touch with touch, from person to person, and what information I need to sit directly with them and take on. Without direct interview, my data, primary data, I can't collect, where it will be lagging or misleading me somewhere. So it should be on the track, means I need to sit directly and collect the true information. So I have been explained before only this two diagram, where I need to sit personally or I need to take telephonic interview. Yeah, here also merits and demerits is there. Merits, this method is simple and convenient, where it is very simple. I need not to go anywhere. I get from one person to another person. This method is free for the base and prejudges for the respond. Okay, I can prejudge the respond. Okay, they will give me true information. Yeah, I can go with them. Okay, it is very convenient for me. Direct and oral interview will be very convenient, and I can prejudge the respond what it will be. Then demerits, interview with an improper man will spoil the result. As I have been told, who don't know anything about the information, okay, data what I need. If I go and sit with him, I take direct interview or I ask a number of questions, he may give me false data, false information he may give, or he may waste my time. Okay, where my result will go in two ways. One, he will give false information and I may mislead my analysis. Other one is he will spoil my time. Okay, my results will mislead somewhere on, because the person is not having knowledge on what information I require. Next, witness may supply based information according to the interest. So if the person is interested, he will give me answers. If he is not interested, he may not give me answers. Okay, he may be giving the false. Okay, why I need to, they will be having why I need to give this one information. Okay, why I need to take out the, why I need to share my data. Okay, why I need to share my information. He may intentionally give false information. Even this one will lead me somewhere else. Okay, my result will not be true. Say today I have been explained two methods. Tomorrow I will explain you formation through agency. So this two method is enough, because I don't want to give all the datas in one day. So we have two method. One is primary data. Under primary data, what and all method is there? Under that method, we have seen first direct personal interview, meaning merits and demerits. Then direct oral interview, merits and demerits we have been seen. So tomorrow's class we will continue from other method. Thank you, students.